to the Blu-ray Quarantine Club. Me and my friend Peter have a large collection of Blu-rays, and we also have a large collection of unwatched Blu-rays. So each week we'll be going through 2 or 3 films that have some similarity and discuss. Hope you enjoy. There we go, it's recording. It's fine. Alright. Hello, Peter.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Let's jump right in.
Considering
This week we watched Marnie and Logan Lucky.
we did.
2 films picked because of the slight slight James Bond similarity. They both star a James Bond
Actor.
and based off reading the plot, it seemed like they had a similar kind of, can't find the words. It was very much not a James Bond role.
Right, yeah, like a departure from their well-known role.
Yeah. Start with Marnie then. What did you think of Marnie?
Marnie, I thought it was good. I didn't love it. I don't know, it felt what's the word, like, I can't think of the word now. You infected me with your
I know, yeah,
words.
it's just all gone blank, but no, yeah, I felt the same. I actually really loved it right up until the end.
It was just a bit too forced and just like a bit too much.
Yeah, because like I kind of I've quickly skimmed through the plot before I watched it.
Right.
And I really liked it for a while, and then like I was saying, like picked it because it seemed like something different from James Bond for Sean Connery.
Yeah.
But like I was saying last time, for the first few scenes, he still seems like James Bond. Really, it doesn't seem too
definitely.
different.
He's just like, hey, what's you having a problem with this sexy girl, eh?
Yeah, and then
He's just James Bond.
I thought it was going in like a really unique direction. Like the moment he catches Marnie stealing from this second place, and he goes off to marry her, I really thought that he was the villain of the story. Like he was holding her against the will. So I was really enjoying it, and because he seemed like a proper predator, and he just seemed so creepy to me. And then the final scene makes it seem like he solved all of the problems. And when I was reading the plot a bit closely, it was billed as intended that he was trying to figure out. Yeah, he was trying to figure out what the problems were, and I just didn't get that at all.
I got that he was trying to be the hero.
Really?
But I just didn't know. Like he solves the problems, and then it's like, well, what? She's remembered this whole thing. I get that, but no, is she cured now? Is she fine? She's just a normal person.
Yeah.
Can live a life.
I know. Yeah, I didn't even want a proper conclusion to a trauma in a way. I kind of like how she has that past and she's a criminal. And I thought it was going to be about her trying to get away from Sean Connery, but just it seems so weird as well, and especially that the scene where this after they just got married and they're on the ship, because it's meant to. I think it was meant to be from her perspective because she's obviously it's revealed in the end that she was a victim of abuse as a child, and and now she can't be with any man now, but the way it's portrayed in the present with Sean Connery, he seems like an absolute predator. Still trying to he's getting mad why she keeps saying no.
He definitely forces himself upon
her.
Yeah,
I know, yeah, and sign of the times from back then, but
true. But then sign of the times, but then also dealing with this massive trauma isn't really sign of the times. I feel like it was quite ahead of its time.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was just the fact that every time she saw the colour red, she was like, "Oh my god, I can't cope." I was like,
I did think that was a bit much, but Hitchcock's never been that subtle as well. And with Sean Connery being kind of creepy, I felt like this was weirdly very similar to Psycho in a way, because Psycho starts with a robbery,
you
load
think
of
it's going to
cash.
go one way and then it kind of goes
Yeah,
off into a different way.
it starts with a
Which I
robbery and
think,
cash, and I was seeing Sean Connery as kind of like a wealthy version of Norman Bates, who seemed kind of more
okay.
well
And then
adjusted.
there's obviously like the mother connection and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
like big problems with the mother. But it's kind of like he's like the opposite of Norman Bates. He's actually kind of like the opposite. He goes
He's
against
just
that,
he's
and
just got
she's the
money,
one
so he
who's
can
really
get away with what like Norman Bates can do,
yeah,
cannot do.
yeah. Also, clearly, I thought Bruce Dern was just trying to help Marnie out
Well,
at the
like
end.
I saw that on your letterbox review, but like I think because the mum says like stop kissing her, and I think that must have been just a part of the times. Like
Yeah, like don't
you
be
can
touching
imply
women
that
that way.
that subject matter, but you can't do it. But I really liked as well when you were saying about like every time she sees the color red. Sometimes I did think it was a bit too much, but because in that final scene when she kills Bruce Dern, there is like his entire shirt just goes
Yeah,
red from
yeah,
blood, and
good, good.
I actually really liked that final scene as well. Like I don't know, like the color palette of it.
Yeah.
It just felt so
I like the
weird and
way
like so out of the norm from Hitchcock. It was really nice.
and when he changed scenes and it kind of like
It
I
had
don't know
that.
if he zoomed out
He had that
and
dolly
then
zoom effect, yeah, and
yeah,
it was
and it's
really weird.
like
It
all
was almost like
the
David Lynch directed that like one scene or something.
yeah, like whoa.
It's weird as well because like being film students, I'm sure everyone who's like studied film a little bit usually watches Hitchcock's best films first, so everything else that you watch after it can
It's
seem a
like
bit
oh,
subpar, but I quite liked it for a little bit.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I just had a
Yeah.
few issues with it, but it was good. It was well paced.
Mm.
And it kind of got you intrigued at the beginning. It was going along. You're like, oh, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. The like it's like this female lead and this kind of
Yeah, like at
like
first I was like, oh, we're actually
thieving
following
role.
Marnie. I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow Sean Connery for ages, and I was like, oh, he's not been in it for
I
ages.
know. Yeah, I like that. I wish he was in it less, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I wish it'd just been more on her and less about him.
because we were like doing it like with the James Bond connection with Logan Lucky. It's I was reading up on it, and he said he like purposely turned down any non James Bond films that Eon is it that produced James Bond, the early James Bonds.
Yeah,
He turned down any projects that they offered him for a while, and he was because he didn't want to be typecast as a spy. But
yeah.
he
So they just like, oh, you've made James Bond. Here's some more films like that.
yeah, and he was like when he got offered this, he wanted to look at the script first because he didn't want to do. Even though it was Hitchcock, he didn't want to do just another North by Northwest kind of thing, just
Right.
doing the same stuff he's normally done. But like, I don't know if it was just the state of like mainstream cinema back then, where like he he didn't really want to branch out as much as like Daniel Craig has now with Logan Lucky,
Yeah,
which is completely the opposite end of James Bond.
yeah.
It
Still
just
good.
it would have been nice to have seen him in like something just really wacky, like
Crazy.
in his prime anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was gonna do like a Robert Pattinson or anything.
No, I don't think many people would have really, would they? Like
No,
back then.
true.
Well, not to my knowledge anyway.
I think this is the only film I've seen young Sean Connery in that wasn't James Bond. Or like I've seen him when he's older in like
Yeah, yeah.
Raid, Indiana Jones, and
The Rock.
Hunt for Red October. But I've never seen him young and not be James Bond.
Yeah, well, I said the other day as well. Like I've before Pierce Brosnan, I've never actually watched the old Bond films all the way through. So I don't know if it is a really similar like portrayal. It's just in my
It wasn't
head.
like completely
In my
different.
head, what he was like in Marnie is what I imagine he was like in
Yeah.
James Bond.
Yeah, he basically is.
All right, fair enough.
It is kind of yeah. He's obviously playing different characters and stuff, but he didn't come across as wildly different, and he's obviously basically still got his natural accent rather than trying to do an American one.
Well, yeah, I thought that because like for a while I was thinking like, is he trying to go for an American accent or is it like I was trying to justify it by saying like I think his dad's British in the thing in some capacity.
Yeah, maybe.
And like he's been living in America for a while, so his accent kind of dips in and out.
I think I just took it as like he probably couldn't do an American accent, or maybe not
No,
like good enough, and he was just I'll just do my own accent
yeah.
because Sean Connery, and that's it's
Again.
what he does
Again,
basically.
it's what films were like back then.
Yeah,
Yeah, Logan Lucky then. I had seen Logan Lucky before, but you haven't, have you?
I've not seen it before. I liked it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good fun. It was obviously very Oceans
Yeah,
in
yeah,
some
yeah,
like very similar to Oceans films, but no, it was different enough that it was his own thing.
yeah,
And obviously, like Daniel Craig was really good, very different. I do like seeing him in these different roles, like this and Knives Out more recently.
yeah,
It's nice to see him branching out rather than just like because I think if he hadn't have got James Bond, he'd probably still be doing action films. I think.
yeah. It
Like,
seems that way because
he might.
he's been very vocal about wanting to leave James Bond and stuff. And
Yeah, I'm just surprised that he signed on for this new one.
the only other film I saw him like outside of that James Bond, like before he was popular anyway, was Layer Cake, and even then,
Yeah,
he's basically James Bond in that.
yeah,
I
he's
think
still like
there's
an
like
action
specifically
star.
one scene in that I remember watching it with my dad, and because it was made before Casino Royale, and there's a scene where he's
Yeah,
walking down a corridor pointing the gun. So and we just kind of looked at each other and we're like, oh, one producer saw that and put his name up
yeah,
for it. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I definitely think he probably would have done action films and maybe not had like a massive career if it hadn't been for Bond. So it's good that he's using that to go, right, I'm going to do something completely different.
yeah. He's just like not even like even when he did Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. He
Oh,
said
yeah, he did that as well.
he said like he doesn't want people to think it's Bond, so he said he put on weight. But like watching it, I'm like, you didn't
can't
put
really
on
tell.
weight. Wish I looked like
No.
that putting on weight.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas obviously in Logan Lucky, he's obviously got the bleached hair, he's got
Yeah,
tanned, he's got the southern accent.
and I don't
He
know if
does go.
it is the case of what was considered like what was considered art back then for a lot of big actors. Because like you say, like some actors do big films now and then start doing like loads of indies, and maybe it's just because like back then that's what they just wanted to be in big films, even if it was like different to them was
I think you try
Marnie.
to. Yeah. Like, oh, I do James Bond films. Oh, I'll do a Alfred Hitchcock film. That's my branching out.
Yeah,
Rather than now, there's more scope and availability.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he could have done. He could have done some lower budget films, I guess. Or maybe like, would have been really crazy if he'd gone like, right, I'm going to work with Argento or something like that.
yeah.
But that
Like
would never.
even like Kubrick or something. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
look at like Tom Cruise's stuff. Like Tom Cruise did one Kubrick film, and that's just wildly
yeah.
different.
But yeah, we should probably stay on
I know.
topic.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say that. I'm sure we go back to Logan Lucky. He said in review that there was like a few too many plot conveniences and that, but it just seemed like there was something missing for you.
It was just, I feel like it was very similar to the Oceans films where it's like, oh, here's the bit that we didn't show you, and here's what, we filmed this bit, but we never showed you, and now we're going to show you, and look how clever we were, we did this stuff, and I'm like, I feel like I've seen this before, especially in Oceans films, I'm like, it's not clever, it's just kind of...
Oh, all right. Well,
I still...
I hadn't seen like any of the Oceans films before seeing this. But like
right.
I've never really been that keen on those kind of heist films where there is no real like struggle,
Stakes.
like not stakes in particular, but like when there's no real struggle, like in like I
Yeah,
did,
they're just like planning out, like, they're going to do it.
yeah, like I did see that Ocean's 8 film, like before. I've seen Ocean's 11 now, not seen any of the others yet, but like,
I quite enjoy them.
well, like I liked Ocean's 11. With Ocean's 8, it felt like they just kept saying what they were doing, and there was no
Yeah,
real
Ocean's
kind
8
of
was great.
curveball. And it felt like there was like it was the same kind of thing with Ocean's 11, and there was a few little curveballs. But it just
Yeah.
I like a little more conflict and a little more struggle in it.
Yeah,
Which I
and a
felt
bit like, oh, how are they going to do this and stuff, rather than it's just like, yeah, I guess the Ocean's films are very much like, we're going to do this, here's some planning scenes, and then it's just like, you're having fun watching them do it, rather than like, oh my god, is it actually going to work? What's going to happen? It's just like,
Yeah,
it's just kind of a fun
no, that's what I
way to
liked
watch.
about Logan Lucky, because the like everyone in the Ocean's films are professionals, So
Whereas in
they
Logan
see
looking like the opposite.
yeah, like they'll see a problem before it even happens, and then Logan looking
Yeah.
at working with what they have, and it's like one of the best kind of dramatic turns in it where like everything's going perfectly, but then all of a sudden the whole thing gets pushed forward and they have to do it on the biggest race day of the entire season.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's it adds more weight to it. Then it just feels a bit more interesting when you're watching it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I still did really enjoy it. I think it's good fun.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was just funny, wasn't it? Like the obviously taking the mick out of
yeah.
the Southern Americans, and like the arm with Adam Driver.
Oh, the bit where the explosive fires back out from the vault tubes
And he's just grabbing it, and he's just holding it.
I was
Yeah, I
dying
was like, what's
laughing.
gonna happen now? I'm like waiting for something to happen. He's just like, don't breathe. He's like, I'm not. I'm holding it.
It's so good.
I was surprised that what's her name was in it.
Oh, Catherine Waterston.
I didn't. Yeah, I was surprised about her.
Well,
But
like that's
also,
a thing with her before you get on.
wife.
Oh, ex-wife now, yeah.
Yeah,
Funny though that it all comes full circle then.
I know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But like the Catherine
Like
Waterston
I
one,
saw her and I was like, oh, I didn't know she was in it, and it's like, oh, she didn't get to do that much. But,
yeah,
like I was just surprised that she was in it. I didn't. There's nothing more I could say about that.
yeah, just a nice surprise. But yeah, Catherine Waterston's character, I still feel like I've watched it a few times now the film that I do enjoy it, but like I don't see
what
the
she
involvement.
had.
Like yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it has any impact on anyone's
Yeah.
arc or.
Like he kind of flirted with her and he's like, oh yeah, we kissed, and I'm like, but he's clearly happy with his new wife.
I know, or like I like yeah, just like or he seems happy enough being alone or just like doing what's best for his
Yeah,
daughter.
he's
Like,
got his kid and stuff. He's happy with her.
like I like romance
him
in
and-
films and that, but it just felt like it was never really. I don't know. It just didn't feel. It felt like a that we want to put this actor in it. Let's write something in for her.
Yeah,
Which she's
it's one of
really
those-
good.
I think it could. Yeah, it's one of those ones where sometimes they work. It's like a nice little trait where something just like a little an aside to the story, and sometimes it's like, oh, why was that in the film? It didn't add anything. And it's like, I guess maybe, yeah, it's just an extra little thing in the film. It doesn't detract from it, but just it's kind of there. And it's just
It's
like,
just
yeah,
there.
okay.
It's just there. It's not the worst thing in the
It's
world.
just weird as well that she was like, was she taking his blood? Was it?
Giving him a tetanus shot.
Oh yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like that was a bit strange. It's like, what's that got to do with anything? Like, why?
Because he got punched, I
What's
think.
the whole point of that?
And
Yeah.
I hate Seth MacFarlane in it as well. You know,
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
like he's the thing though, where his like character has a funny like in joke like with the whole. He's a witness, but then he gets fucked off by Sebastian Stan's
Yeah.
character. So
Yeah.
it's a good gag there, but like I've never even found him that funny anyway, and his
No.
accent just like grates on me on my ears.
Yeah,
so
and
much.
just, like doing his English accent, and like that hair as well. I was like, that's clearly supposed to be just like a bad wig, and it's
Like
just
Weird Al kind of thing.
no one would actually, yeah, like Weird Al, yeah, just like no one actually be like that. Who was a Formula One NASCAR driver? They just wouldn't have that hair.
He was a pop star though. He was just a sponsor. He was not a driver.
True.
Yeah.
That was kind of a funny way. He was like making Sebastian's hand take the shake, and then it was like, oh, okay, this has happened, and like that was a little twist when he's in the car and he's taking the shake, and that's when he stops, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, is this gonna come into the plot? Is this gonna affect them or anything?
It really did, yeah. It just, yeah, again, it's one of them, like, weird chances of, like, something that could have brought the whole thing crumbling down, but then it just worked, especially with the, like, it's nothing wrong with the character I don't have, like, that I have with Seth MacFarlane, it's just his performance, but, like,
Yeah.
the horrible back and forth that him and Sebastian Stan's character have just works really well, and it makes total sense when it pays off, and that, oh, I didn't see anybody in the tunnel that day.
Did you realise as well the two brothers? One of them's played by the son of Brendan Gleeson, and one of them's the guy from The Boys.
Yeah, I didn't realise the other one was Brendan Gleeson's son. But yeah,
Yeah,
I knew it was
I
him from The Boys.
I was just looking through, and then I just saw like Gleeson. I was like, because I was like, he looks kind of familiar, and then it just said like Gleeson, and I looked at him, and he's like, yeah, he's son of
Oh wow.
Brendan Gleeson. I was like, oh well, there you
Just
go.
filled with famous people, that innit?
Yeah, because they
Madness.
were obviously funny characters, and I was just like, they're just kind of the standard stupid idiots that just bumble around.
They weren't even that
But it's
stupid
always funny
though.
to watch those characters.
Yeah, they weren't even that stupid in it. I thought, like a bit dim, but
Yeah,
they did the job what they were supposed to do.
yeah. And it turns out the gate wasn't even their problem. Like
Yeah, I get
the
yeah,
it's supposed to be. Because at first she's like, oh my god, they can't work a gate. This is funny, but also silly. And then it's like, oh no, that's actually here's a reveal.
yeah. It was interesting this one as well because it was meant to be like Steven Soderbergh was meant to have retired from
Oh yeah,
directing movies, but then
this wasn't his first one afterwards, though, was
it
it?
was yeah.
What was it?
The script came to him. The
Right.
script is written. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. The script is credited to be written by Jules Asner. Oh wait, hang on. No, the script is credited as Rebecca Blunt, which isn't a real person, and people believe it was Steven Soderbergh's wife that didn't want her name to be put on the film, just in case people thought it was she was
Yeah,
just
like
giving a leg up.
oh, it's not mine.
Yeah, but I think it's a really like tight script. It's really good, and
Yeah, yeah.
but the script came to Soderbergh. It said because he really liked it and wants to make it, and he thought it was a good opportunity to for his first go to distribute a film independently, like not dealing
Right.
with a major studio, which is really cool. It made like 50 million, I think, worldwide. Maybe am I
So they
right?
came back with a bang.
Yeah, yeah, about just about for just 48 million, just over worldwide.
Nice, nice.
But I think it would have been really interesting because since then he's been like making iPhone movies. He did Unsane
Yeah,
and High Flying Bird for Netflix, which I haven't seen yet. And I thought it would have been really interesting if he had filmed this on an iPhone, just because
yeah. I
it's a
saw
really
that you
big
got in your
project.
original
Yeah,
review.
because it just like I really wish people like it's really cool that he did Unsane on that, but I can believe it. Like Unsane being shot on a phone, like it just feels right. But like
Yeah,
doing something this big,
it's
like
something
as big as
big
Logan
scale.
Lucky, yeah, I think it would have like changed people's perceptions on like what you can do on a phone,
Do
especially film students that think you need some big expensive camera to make a film. You think nah,
yeah.
you've got what you need in your pocket.
Maybe he just didn't want to take so big a risk when he was coming back, and he was already taking
Yeah,
risks probably.
with the distribution, but I think there was enough stars in it. But it's one of them. It's just a wish, but I think it would have been really cool.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day he'll do Logan's Lucky or something. Logan Lucky, Logan Lucky 2.
Yeah,
Or just add
Lucky Logan too.
Lucky Logan.
Unlucky Logan.
And then it's like the opposite. It just ends up being
Maybe he'll
really
retire
lucky.
again, and then come back, and he'll do it. He'll do another film with big budget film that's on iPhone.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be fine with that. Let him do some shite Marvel film on a phone. I'll watch it then. If it's shot on a phone,
So I never believed you. I just was saying, I never believed that he would retired anyway. When he did, I was just like, oh, why is he retiring? That
it's
doesn't
really
seem
strange,
like him.
isn't it? Yeah, but he was never like. I don't. I feel like he was like Soderbergh was never. In my mind, for a while, he didn't seem like one of those big filmmakers. He was very prolific, but he never seemed like.
Like a high quality.
Yeah, but like a lot of stuff he makes, I really like, and then like some stuff he didn't like, he makes is a bit subpar. Like I think with like
Yeah.
Unsane and High Flying Bird, which he shot on a phone as well. I've not seen that, but I've seen one clip of it, and it like the acting just seems off. And he was talking about how he loves the speed of filming on the phone because he did like after he wrapped production on that, he had the final cut like 3 hours later, and I think
Right.
you can get caught up in that speed of production of finally being done with a film, especially someone like him who's been working for so many
Making
years.
films for a while.
Yeah, you do like the film kind of suffers when you work so quickly. Like performances just seem totally off. But
Yeah, Unsane was good, but I didn't love it.
Yeah, I've not seen it since the cinema, and I don't think I've got
No,
much
neither have
desire to.
I.
I liked Jay Farrow in that. I thought he was really good.
I'd forgotten he was in that.
He was the best part of it, I reckon. He was the secret agent thing. He was a reporter on the inside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought his
I'd
character was
forgotten
good.
about that film.
But like I was saying about Soderbergh, he's gave like a lot of independent filmmakers a leg up in the industry. Like
Yeah, yeah.
he got Christopher Nolan the Insomnia remake, and basically just
Ah,
helped him get a leg up. And it's weird that like Christopher Nolan's done big comic book
massive.
films now, but he also helped the Russo brothers get a leg up. Not that I think they're on that same level as
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I don't. I like, but it's weird how they also ended up going into like the big comic book stuff based
Oh,
off
but, well,
like, and
well,
got the help like start up from Soderbergh. It's just
that's cool.
he's a really important kind of filmmaker in my
Yeah,
eyes.
he's not just making films; he's helping others and doing stuff
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
the scenes.
he's doing all kinds of stuff. Did you see the Laundromat, the last film he did, the Netflix one?
I've not known.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, that's kind of why I've not watched it yet. I've heard it wasn't amazing, so I was just
Just
like, oh, I might watch it one day.
billionaires are bad. We know that. I don't need
Yeah,
Meryl
yeah,
Streep to tell me that.
yeah. I don't need Meryl to tell me that.
All right, we've hit a wall.
I think we have, haven't we? Oh, one thing I would do want to talk about
Yeah.
in Marnie was the whole horse scene
Oh, that was
when she like
so.
going towards the wall.
That was
That
the
was
most
just
stressful thing
that. What the
ever.
fuck's going on here?
It was just so like I couldn't get why she was running away initially, and as well she just kind of came out of
Yeah.
left field, and she just went, bah!
And then you could just see the wall. She was going towards the wall. You're like, I know what's gonna happen here. She's either gonna have to hit the wall or she's gonna have to veer off and like hurt herself. And then it's like, here's the wall again. It's her. And I'm like, she should be hitting the wall now. And then he hit the wall, and then it kind of like flew in the air for a bit. And
Yeah,
I was like, what's going on? And then he was like, oh no. And then she's like, right, I need to kill the horse now. I'm like, okay.
yeah,
And then everyone's like, no, you can't kill the horse. I'm like, well, I mean, I don't condone animal cruelty, but if she wants to kill a horse and it's her own horse and it's in pain, let her kill a
yeah.
horse.
Also, how did she keep? Because she shows up to the house with the gun to nick all that money. Like, how did she keep the gun? Like, because I
Yeah.
was thinking for a good while, like before that, when they go to Baltimore to see her mum, I thought for a while she would have killed that woman and Sean Connery's sister.
Ah,
But it's just, oh yeah, she just kept hold of the gun for ages and then went to the house to
whole
rob
thing.
all that
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Could have been a more interesting film. It suffers from. It's funny how I said I felt like this was like a Psycho on a different end of the class like spectrum, where
Yeah.
it suffers the same kind of problem that a Psycho ends with, where it's just a big exposition dump right at the end.
Yeah, true, definitely. I thought they were going to use that set more as well. Like when she first went home to her mum,
Yeah,
and it was like the road, this massive street, and then you could see like they had like a painting of the ship and stuff in the background. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is a cool set. Like
Yeah.
he's obviously spent a lot of money and time on it, and then we get to see it like once again in the end. And it's like, oh,
it's
is that it?
Hitchcock, isn't he? He's happy to burn the money. Just have these really great one shots and just fire money at them. All right, this connection is slowing down a bit. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll be back. Same bat time. Can
same
you
back time.
same? It was trying. I was trying to do a joke. Same bat time. Same bat place.
Uh,
So next week we're planning on doing The Fall and Wages of Fear.
yes,
I have
which I'm
not,
looking for.
I have seen Wages of Fear. And I've not seen The Fall. That's why we picked them, because it was two that I couldn't fit into a category, and I just thought I'll pick one I've seen and I'll pick one you've seen and we'll
Yeah,
compare. But I've wanted to watch The Fall for a while.
yeah, it's a good one. I won't say too much, but yeah, I've seen it I've not seen it in ages, but I've seen it like a few times, quite a few years ago.
And Wages of Fear is also amazing, and I think you'll really enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen Sorcerer, but I've
Yeah.
not seen Wages of Fear.
And
So
I had seen Sorcerer first, and then found out it was based off this film, and they are just like they're both amazing, like in their own right.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Wages of Fear. It's very good. So,
All right.
we should have more to talk about for those two, hopefully.
Well, this was a healthy discussion. Didn't want to over discuss anything. Yeah, it wasn't like anything that I had. Like I didn't have like strong opinions on like Logan Lucky or anything. I just thought we're doing this to work through our unwatched Blu-rays, which is mainly for now anyway. Yeah, your unwatched Blu-rays. So
Stop buying film. I'm not watching them.
All right then. It was great talking to you.
You too.
I'll see you again next week. And if you're listening, please remember to like and subscribe and follow on Instagram.
Click it below.
Yeah, and follow Peter at Peter Loves Films on Instagram. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, my internet's going terrible, so I'll see you later.
See ya.